Hello guys, welcome to DTW Tutorials. Welcome. Okay, so today's video is on the Junior WAEC 2019 prep. Okay, that's your BECE 2019 prep, and in this video I've solved 60 OBJ questions of your last year BECE exam. That's your BECE 2018 exam. Okay, so I've solved this for you to help you prepare for your exams. All right, that's your maths exam coming forth very soon. Okay, that's your BECE 2019 maths exams. All right, and if this is your first time on this channel, all right, DTW Tutorials is an educational channel on YouTube where we support students with free videos on maths and physics all the way from Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, in Africa here we support students in their various exams and in their education, your exams like your WAEC, that's your West African exams, and we also do introduce several maths topics. Okay, and we support students with their JAMB exams, their post-UME, your Junior WAEC, your NECO GC, name it, with physics and maths videos. All right, so please try to click the subscribe button. Please support us to grow. Please click the subscribe button, support this ministry, please, to grow. And it is absolutely free to subscribe. There's no payment. It's YouTube, so it's absolutely free on my channel to subscribe. And also you can try to I've made this video downloadable. You can download it on your phone through your YouTube app and watch when you're less busy, okay, when you want to study. And please do not sell the video. All right, I've given this freely, so please share this video to your friends, family, loved ones, your juniors, okay, preparing for their forthcoming exams. And please try to give this video a thumbs up. All right, giving this video a thumbs up helps helps me, and it makes YouTube to promote this video. Okay, it means it tells YouTube that, oh, this video is quite a quality video and it needs to reach out to many other people. So please just give this video a thumbs up. It's going to help promote this video. And also share this channel with your friends, family, your loved ones. If you have any questions, please feel free, drop your comments, and I will definitely respond to your questions. All right, and you can also check out our blog, dtwtutorials.com. okay, check out our blog, dtwtutorials.com. There are several resources, PDF resources I do upload there to support you in your education, your syllabus, and so on, past questions and so on. So please do check out our blog. Ask questions. There's a forum you can ask questions to, and definitely I will also respond to that. So thank you so much for your support, and thank you for subscribing, for following DTW Tutorials. Just thank you for your support. So let's get on to solving the questions now. Before we go further to solving the questions, don't forget, Jesus Christ is coming soon. Give your life to Christ. He is the way, is the truth, and the life. All right, and I know for sure that you are destined to win in this forthcoming BECE Junior WAEC 2019 exams. All right, so let's get on to solving the questions now. Question 1 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 mathematics past question, that's your OBJ past question. It says write 20 divided by 8 in a mixed fraction. Okay, so we're to write 20 divided by 8 in a mixed fraction. So what do we do? 20 divided by 8 is 20 over 8. Okay, so what can go in 20 and also go in 8? Let's start from the slope. Let's start from So what can go in 20 and also go in 8? Let's start from the smallest number. Let's start from 2. Okay, so 2 can go in 20 how many times? How many times can it go? 10 times. And 2 in 8 will go how many times? 4 times. Okay, and how many times will 2 go in 10? It will go, 2 can still go in 10 and also go in 4. So 2 in 10 how many times? 5 times. And 2 in 4 how many times? 2 times. Can anything go in 5 and also in 2? Nothing else. Okay, 2 can't go in 5, but 2 can go in 2. So we have to stop at this. So we have 5 divided by 2. But our question says leave our answer in what? Mixed fraction. Okay, this fraction, the type of this fraction is called an improper fraction, because the numerator, that's the numerator, is bigger than the denominator, so it's an improper fraction. So to convert to a mixed fraction, how do we do it? I hope you still remember. All we need to say is how many times can 2 go in 5? 2 will go in 5 how many times? 2 times. Okay, equal to Okay, let's put an equal to here. 2 times remainder what? It will remainder what? 1. Okay, 2 will go in 5 2 times because 2 times 2 is what? 4. Okay, so it will go 2 times and we have 5. 5 minus 4 is equal to what? 1. So we have a remainder of what? 1. So we have 1, then we'll divide by what? 2. So we have 2 whole number 1 over 2. So this is our answer in mixed fraction, and our right option here is option B. Question 2 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics question, past question. That's your OBJ. It says, calculate the perimeter of a triangle in centimeter. Okay, in centimeter, we have to calculate. All right, whose dimensions are, we have 1 meter 60 centimeter, and we have 1 meter 80 centimeter, and we have 2 meters. Remember triangle, a triangle has how many sides? It has what? 3 sides. Okay, and we've been given this dimension, 3 dimensions. One, let's say for instance, here is let's put here as 2 meter, because 2 meter is bigger than all these other ones. Okay, and let's say here is 1 meter 60 centimeter. Okay, this triangle doesn't have all sides equal. Okay, so we have 1 meter here and 80 centimeters. So we have to find the perimeter, and remember perimeter is the sum of all the sides. Okay, and our question says we should what? Calculate in what? Centimeter. I hope you remember how many centimeter makes 1 meter. Okay, or how many meters make one no, it's how many centimeter makes 1 meter, and it is what? 100 what? Centimeter makes what? 1 meter, or 1 meter makes what? 100 centimeter. I hope you remember these are dimensions. Make sure you have it at the back of your mind. Okay, you keep it in your heart. You know, your centimeter to meters, your millimeters to centiliters, and what other measurement again am I missing out? Okay, then your kilogram, I think, yes, your weight and all. So make sure you know all this keep it in your heart. Okay, make sure you know them. All right, and 100 centimeter makes what? 1 meter. All right, so from here we have to convert all this now to what? Centimeter. We have here a 1 meter and what? 60 centimeter. This is the first what side. This is one of the dimension. So here we are, since 1 meter is what? 100 centimeters. So from here, let's just state here. Okay, let me come down here. So 1 meter 60 centimeter will be what? 1 meter is 100 centimeters, so it will be 100 centimeter plus what? 60 centimeter. And what will this give us? This will give us 160 what? Centimeter. Our next dimension says 1 meter 80 centimeter. Okay, and so what is 1 meter is what? 100 what? Centimeter. Then we'll add it to what? 80. Okay, plus 80 centimeter, and this will give us what? 180 centimeter. Okay, and the final dimension is what? 2 meter. Okay, so we have just 2 meter here, and 2 meter will be what? It will be 2 times what? 100 centimeter. Okay, 2 meter. Since 1 meter is what? 100 centimeter. If you add another meter, it will be what? Plus 100, or you just say multiply by 2. Okay, and if you say plus 100, that's 200. If you multiply 2 by 100, that's still 200. All right, so let's follow this pattern. Okay, so we have here 2 times 100, we have what? 200 centimeter. Okay, so let me put this close here. Okay, let me just put it close here, so we just add everything up. Since we're looking for the perimeter, is that not it? So we now say plus. Okay, so let us plus all this. So we have 0 plus 0 plus 0 will give us what? Is 0. 6 plus 8 will give us what? 14, and 14 plus 0 is still what? 14. We add, drop down 4 and carry our 1. 1 plus 1 is what? 2, and 2 plus 1 is 3, and 3 plus 2 will give us what? 5. So we have 540 what? Centimeters. So this is the perimeter of what? The triangle, 540. This is our answer, and our right option here is option B. Question 3 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics past question. It says the point of intersection of x and y axis in a graph is called a dash, is called a slash and dash. Okay, point of intersection of x and y axis in a graph. Okay, you have a graph like this. you have your y-axis, you have your x-axis, and the point of intersection of your x and y-axis is here. Okay, this is the point of intersection where they would intersect. Okay, and the question asks us, what is this point called? Okay, option A says Cartesian, no. B says coordinate, no. Option C says origin. Origin is what? Correct. Okay, because this is where you have the point y at what? 0 and x at what? 0. So this is the what? Origin. All right, so the right answer is origin. Option C. D says plane. No, this is wrong, and this is wrong, and this is wrong. Okay, the name of a full graph plate is called plane is called with a Cartesian what coordinate system. Okay, so don't be confused by this Cartesian coordinate. They mean the same thing. It's just the overall name a graph is called. Okay, so but the point where y and x intersect is what? The origin, where x is equal to 0 and y is equal to what? 0. Okay, so our right answer here is option C. Question 4 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your OBJ question 4. It says, in a toss of a fair die, the probability of getting a 5 is, okay, so you have a die, just one, a fair dial means one die. I know a dial, the probabilities of getting a 5 would just be 1. I hope you know that. It's either you get a 1, it's either you get a 2 when you throw it once, it's either you get a 3, it's either you get a 4, it's either you get a 5 or a 6. So since this is a tossing of just one die, so the probability of getting any, even if they say 2, is still what? 1. Okay, is you can just have just one possible outcome. And remember, what is your formula for probability? Okay, let me just abbreviate it here. The formula for probability is what? Is a no number. Okay, no says number, I'm just abbreviating. Okay, number of possible outcome divided by your number of required outcome. Okay, so the number of possible outcome when you toss a fair die, okay, the possible outcome of getting a 5 is just what? Once. Okay, just once, 1. Okay, and what is a no number of required outcome is what? 6. Okay, because that's how many sides the die has. All right, so the required outcome is what? 6. So we have 1 divided by 6. So this is our answer. That's the probability of getting what? A 5 is what? 1 over 6. So and our right option here is option B. Question 5 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your OBJ question 5. It says simplify this. Okay, so we have this, we have to now play around with signs. I hope you remember our signs. All right, when you have, let me just remind you a bit here, when you have a negative multiplying a negative, you're going to get what? A positive. When you have a negative multiplying a positive, you're going to get what? A negative. When you have a positive multiplying a negative, you're going to still have what? A negative. And when you have a positive multiplying a positive, you are going to have what? A positive. And I hope you remember additions of when you're adding different signs. Okay, but you know what? I'm going to leave a link to a video where I've explained on the sign where I've explained on understanding your signs when you are adding, you're multiplying and dividing. All right, I'll put a link in the video description box of this video. Okay, I've explained it thoroughly. I think that video is about 5 minutes, so you can watch it. All right, I think it's a bit okay, for your grade, it might be a little bit advanced, but not too much. But all you can do is, if you don't understand, try to repeat the video. All right, but I'm sure you get it if you watch that video. Understanding the rules governing your signs. Okay, you really need to know this. All right, apart from multiplication, there's also the addition, the subtraction of signs. All right, okay, because if I try to explain it here, I'm going to take so much time. All right, but I know from this example you are going to understand it. All right, okay, so from here we have a minus 8 minus bracket minus 12 plus bracket minus 2. Okay, so what do? Let's start from here. Okay, okay, let's just start from here. So we have a minus 8 minus bracket minus 12 bracket. Now we have a positive here and we have a negative inside here, and this is a bracket. So, and a bracket means what? Multiplication. So these two signs will multiply. That's, we have a positive multiplying a negative. And remember, a positive multiplying a negative will give us what? A negative. So we're left with what? A negative or 2. Okay, so let's try to solve this bracket now. So here we have minus 8. Now we have a negative here and we have a negative inside here. So, and this sign means what? Multiplication. All right, so a negative multiplying a negative from here, a negative multiplying a negative is what? A positive. So this negative multiplying this negative, we are going to have a positive or 12, and we drop down our negative 2. Okay, all right. Okay, so we've done 2 steps now. We have, I think, like 2 steps more to go. So the next thing is minus 8 plus 12. What would that give us? I hope you this. Minus 8 plus 12. The first thing is you look at the biggest number. All right, minus 8 plus 12. What's the biggest number? That is what? 12. And what sign is the biggest number carrying? It's carrying a positive. So it means our answer of minus 8 plus 12 would be what? It will carry what? A positive or sign, the sign of the biggest number. Okay, and what operation are we going to perform when you have a negative and a positive? Okay, you are going to perform what? Subtraction. All right, when you have a negative and a positive, you are going to perform what? Subtraction. It's just like saying a negative times positive is what? Subtraction. All right, and so what is if you subtract 8 from 12, you are going to be left with what? 4. So we have here our answer as what? 4. So 4, the sign of 4 will carry the sign of the biggest what? Number. All right, so we've solved this. Okay, that's minus 8 plus 12 is what? Plus 4. Then we drop down minus 2. Okay, all right, so here now we have a plus 4 minus 2. What's the biggest number? Is still what? 4 here. And what sign is the biggest number carrying? Is carrying what? A positive what? Sign. So our answer would carry a positive what? Sign. Then the next thing is, what operation are we going to perform? We're going to perform a subtraction what? Operation. Okay, since we have a positive and a negative. So we just say 4 minus 2, and that will give us what? 2. Okay, so this is our final answer. Our answer is what? Plus 2. And our right option here is option D. Okay. Question 6 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 6. It says, write the sum of MC and CD in Hindu Arabic. Okay, I hope you remember our Hindu Arabic. Okay, that's our Roman numerals. All right, M is what? What is M? M is what? 1000. I hope you remember. And C, what is C? C is what? C is 100. Okay, so here we have MC would give us what? 1000 and what? 1. Okay, and we have CD here. CD is what? 400. All right, I hope you know this. CD is 400. So the question says write the sum of this. So we're going to add 101. That's 1001 plus 400. And what would that give us? That would give us, I think, 15. Okay, so 0 0 1 plus 4 will give us what? 5, and we'll drop our what? 1. So this is our answer, 1005. And our right option here is option C. Question 7 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question, your OBJ question 7, it says, solve the simultaneous equations of this and this. Okay, so we have x plus y equal to 8. All right, I'm going to use elimination method here. Okay, in solving simultaneous equation, you can either use substitution or elimination method. Okay, I'm going to be using elimination method here. All right, so we have x minus y equal to what? 2. So these are equation 1 and equation 2. So from here I can just easily cancel out x, since I can easily cancel out y, since we have a plus y here and minus y, which will give us what? 0. So this will cancel out. So we have x plus x will give us what? 2x, and 8 plus 2 will give us what? 10. So we just divide both sides by 2, so we can get our value of x. So x will be equal to 10 divided by 2 will give us what? 5. So x is equal to 5. Alright, so let's try to look for the value of what? Y. To look for the value of y, let's just simply substitute the value of x into equation 1. And what is equation 1? Equation 1 is x plus y equal to what? 8. So let's substitute this value into this equation. So we have x will be 5 here. So we have 5 plus y is equal to what? 8. So from here, we have to collect like terms, okay? So we keep y here and we take 5 to the other side of the equation. When we're taking a positive number to another side of the equation, it's going to change to a negative what number, okay? So we have y is equal to what? 8 minus 5. And what is 8 minus 5? That will give us what? 3. So y is 3 and x is what? 5. So we have our answer as x is equal to 5 and y is equal to what? 3. And what is our right option here? Our right option is option D. Question 8 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 8. It says factorize this. Okay, I hope you know factorization. Factorization is just simply bringing out the common terms. Okay, bring out the common terms between numbers. All right. Okay, so we have 3xy plus 6yz. All right, you can see here we have a common here, we have y and y. We can just simply bring out y. Okay, so bring out y and we're left with what? 3x plus 6 what? Z. All right, okay, what else is common to this and this? 3 is also common. Okay, so because if we divide 3 here, 3 can also be divided here. Okay, 3 and 6 will go how many times? 2 times, and 3 will cancel out 3. So we can bring out 3. Okay, so we have here, bringing out 3, we have 3y bracket what? X will be left, then plus, we have a remainder, when 3 cancel out from 6, we have a 2 plus 2z. Okay, so we've factorized this completely. All right, and if you want to be sure that you factorize rightly, all you need to do is just open bracket again to confirm if you are going to arrive at this the question given. And let us do that together. 3y times x will give us what? 3yx. Okay, plus, and 3y times 2z. Remember, 3 times 2 is what? 6, and we have what? Our yz. So we are correct. Okay, so this is our answer. All right, and our right option here, where's our right option? Our right option is option D. Question 9 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 9. It says, find the area of a parallelogram with base 8 cm and vertical height 5 cm. I hope you remember the area of a parallelogram is simply what? Base times height. Okay, that's the area of a parallelogram. Okay, base times height. So we just have 8 times what? 5, and that will give us what? Remember, we have centimeter, centimeter. When centimeter multiplies, we have centimeter square. And what is 8 times 5? 8 times 5 is what? 40. And also, I would try to employ you to please make sure you know your times table. Okay, it's really going to help you in your exam. All right, make sure you know your times table well. It's with you. You have it in your heart at any time. You can read. You know the 9th times table by heart, the 8th times table by heart. You know, please make sure you know your times table. It's going to really help you in your exam. Okay, try to make sure you learn that before going to the exam hall. Okay, I don't know if they allow calculators in BEC exam. I don't know, but always make sure you just have your times table by heart. All right, okay, it's really going to help you in your exam with speed. It's going to help you to be fast. All right, and also accuracy. Okay, so our answer is what? 40 centimeters squared, and the right option here is option B. Question 10 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 10. It says a tennis ball is a typical example of. A says a circle. No, okay. I hope you know what a circle. I know the people would really make a mistake and just stick circle. No, it's not a circle. Please, a circle is what? Is a plane figure. It's a round plane figure. It's plane. If you say a ball, you can hold it. Okay, a ball is a solid figure. Okay, a tennis ball is a solid figure that you can hold. Okay, it's three-dimensional. All right. So B says cone. No, it's not a cone. You know how a cone looks. C says hemisphere. Hemisphere is half of a sphere. Okay, this is the way hemisphere looks like. And D says a sphere. It is what sphere. This is our correct answer. Okay, our correct answer is what sphere. Okay, which is what three-dimensional. All right. Okay, a sphere is what a round figure, is a round solid figure which is what three-dimensional. So a tennis ball is a sphere, not a circle. Okay, don't make that mistake. All right, so our right option here is what D, which is what a sphere. Question 11 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 11. It says if F is the number of faces, E is the number of edges, and V is the number of vertices, calculate V minus E plus F for a hexagonal prism. Okay, a hexagonal prism. All right, you know a hexagonal prism is a solid shape. All right, and it has this is hexagonal, so the base has what, 6 sides. Okay, the two bases have what, 6 sides. So let's try to draw this. Okay, let's say we have this, so we can count the edges and the faces and the vertices. Okay, so we have one here, we have another one here, we have, it has what, 6 sides, the base. Okay, hexagonal means what, 6. All right, so we have 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so let's try to draw. Let's bring this down, bring this down, bring this down, and bring this down. Okay, so we can have this like this here, and we can have this, and we can what, have this. Let's trace this okay, down here. All right, we have another side here. Let's trace this down here. Okay, so we have this, we have what, this. So we have 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so the upper base and the lower base what has what, 6 sides. So this is an hexagonal what, prism. So now let's try to find the number of faces. Okay, the number of faces, what, this is a face, the top base is a face, the bottom base is another face. So we have 1 2, then we have how many faces here? We are going to have 6 faces. This is one face, this is two face, this side here is another face, this is another face, and this is another face. So we have what, 6 faces around it, turning around it. Then we have one face up and what, another face what, down. So the total number of faces is what, 8. Okay, we have 8 faces. All right, okay, now let's find the number of what, edges. Okay, so the edges are what, are lines that join to form vertices. Okay, so this is a line here, this is an edge here. Okay, this is one edge, this is another edge, this is another edge, this is another edge, this is another edge. Okay, so on the top the top base we have 6 edges. All right, on the lower base the same thing, we're also going to have 6 edges, and by the corners we're also going to have how many more edges? We're going to have also 6 edges. Okay, should we count this together? So we have 1 edge, 2 3 4 5 6, then go to the bottom, we have 7 8 9 10 11 12, then by the side we have 12, that's 13 14 15 16 17 18. So for the edges we have what, 18 edges. Okay, that's for a hexagonal what, prism. All right, so we have 18 edges. All right, so these are the edges, then the faces are, okay, these are the faces, one face and all that. All right, then V, which is the number of vertices. Okay, so the vertices are what, your corners. All right, these corners, as I said earlier, edges are lines that would what, that join what, to form a what, vertices. So all these ones are lines that join to form a vertex. So a vertex is just a corner. Okay, so we have one corner here, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5, we have 6. Okay, let's go to the bottom. All right, so we have another one here, so 7 8 9 10 11, and 12. Okay, so our vertices for hexagonal prism, we have what 12 vertices. All right, so this is our values for our edge, for our number of vertices and number of vertices. So it says calculate v minus e plus f. What is v? V is 12, so that is 12 minus what is e? E is 18. Okay, 12 minus 18, then plus f. F is 8 plus 8. Okay, so what is 12 minus 18? 12 minus 18 will give us a negative 6, then plus 8. And what is minus 6 plus 8? This will give us a positive 2. So we have our answer as 2, and our right option here is option A. Question 12 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 12. It says dash has an infinite number of lines of symmetry. Okay, so let's try to get what's the meaning of lines of symmetry. Okay, so a line of symmetry is a line that divides a figure into two mirror images or two identical halves. Let's say okay, let us consider all this now. All right, for a circle has the answer here is circle, okay, which has an infinite number of lines of symmetry. Why do we say so? Because any line that passes through the center of the circle will divide it into two equal parts. So we are going to have infinite number of lines that would pass through the center. Okay, this is supposed to be center, it's supposed to pass through here. Okay, we have infinite number of lines that will pass through the center of the circle, okay, to divide it into two equal parts. For a rectangle, okay, a rectangle just have two lines of symmetry. All right, you can only just divide this way, and when you fold it, it is in two equal halves, and also divide it this way. All right, you can't divide a rectangle this way, or because it won't equate to two equal parts. But for a square has four lines of symmetry. Okay, because if a square, all sides are equal, so when let's say you have a square this way, okay, you divide by these two equal parts, divide by these two, it will also amount to two equal parts, divide like this, also amount to two equal parts, and divide like this, it will also amount to two equal parts. So for a square, you have four lines of symmetry. For a equilateral triangle, it has how many sides equal? All sides equal. So you can divide like this. It will when you fold it, it's also two equal parts. You can also divide this way. Sorry, my lines are not too straight. Okay, divide this way. All right. Okay, so and you can also divide this way. All right, and you have two equal parts, and also divide this way. All right, and you have two equal parts. So for a equilateral triangle, the lines of symmetry is 3. For a square, you have 4. For a rectangle, you have 2. And for a circle, it has an infinite number of lines of symmetry. So our answer is option A. That is circle. Question 13 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 13. It says find the median of the following decimal numbers. All right, but to find the median, and remember what's the median? The median is the middle number. Okay, all right, so let us arrange this. I think it's already arranged for us, but still let's still arrange. So we have arranged in the manner of ascending order. Okay, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8. Okay, how many numbers do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it's an odd number, so it means we have an easy middle number here. Okay, if the numbers, the values here is an even number, you know what you do? You would pick the two middle numbers and divide by 2. That would give you the answer of your median. All right, but for here, the values here, the numbers here is an odd number, so we have one middle here. All right, so our answer is 0.4. okay, and what is our right option here? Our right option is option C. Question 15 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 15. It says express this. That's 10011 base 2 in base 10. I hope you remember how to express this. I hope you remember. So we have 10011 in base 2, but to convert this to what? Base 10. Okay, so you number your powers of 2. Okay, so we start from, we have a 0 here. You are going to start from your right to your left, okay, and increasing in order, or in ascending order. Okay, so we have a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so what do we have here now? So this will be now, in converting to base 10, we are going to have 1 times 2 raised to power what? 5 plus 0 times 2 raised to the power of what? 2 will be raised to the power of what? 4 plus 0 times, for this 0, we have 2 raised to the power of 3, 2 raised to the power of 3 plus this 1 here. We have 1 times 2 raised to the power of 2 plus 1 times 2 raised to the power of what? 1. Then we have a, okay, let's write this down here. And we have a, let's manage this here. And we have a plus, our final one here. That's 1 times 2 raised to the power of what? 0. Okay, so from here, what do we have? What is 2 raised to the power of 5? That is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. What is 2 times 2? That will give us 4. 4 times 2 is what? 8. 8 times 2 is what? 16. And 16 times 2 will give us what? 32. So we have 32 here. So we have 1 times what? 32 plus, this is 2 raised to the power of 4, which will give us what? 2 times 2, that's 4 times 2, that's 8 times 2, that's 16. But here we have it is multiplying. So we are going to, let me just write this down. 0 times what? 16, which will still give us 0 plus. And here we have 0 times 2 raised to the power 3. And 2 raised to the power 3 is what? We have 2 times 2, which will give us what? 4 times 2, which will give us what? 8. So we have 0 times what? 8 plus, what is 2 raised to the power 2? That will be 4. That's 2 times 2 is what? 4. So we have 1 times 4 plus, what's 2 raised to the power 1 is still 2. So we have 1 times 2. Then plus, what is 2 raised to the power 0? 2 raised to the power 0 is what? 1. So we have plus 1 times 1. Okay, so here what is 1 times 32? We have 32 plus 0 times 16 is what? 0 plus 0 times 8 is what? 0 plus 1 times 4 is will give us what? 4 plus 1 times 2 will give us what? 2 plus 1 times 1 will give us what? 1. Make sure you don't forget this one. Most people always mistakenly forget about this one here. All right, and they always make the mistake of saying 2 raised to the power 0 is what? 0. No, any number raised to the power of 0 is what? 1. Okay, if you have 100 raised to the power 0, it is what? 1. If you have 1 million raised to the power 0, it is what? 1. It is not 0. Okay, so you have a 1, and 1 times 1 is what? 1. Okay, so don't forget to add this one here. Okay, don't make that mistake. All right, I see many students making that mistake. That's why I'm repeating this. Okay, all right, so you have this. Okay, that's why I'm emphasizing on this. All right, okay, so we have this. So 32, what is 32 plus 4? That will give us what? 36. Or let me just add all this up. What is this? 4 plus 2, that's 6, and 6 plus 1, that will give us 7. So we're left with what? 32 plus 7. Okay, these are all 0. Okay, and what is 32 plus 7? We have 32 plus 7, that will give us a 39. All right, so we have 9 and a 3. So we have 39 base what? 10. Okay, or just write it this way. Okay, base 10. So this is our answer, 39 base 10, and our right option here is option D. Question 16 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics past question. That's your OBJ question 16. It says, simplify this. Okay, so we have this. What do we do? Okay, we can just simply solve them like they are in mixed fraction, or we can convert them to improper fractions, then solve them. Okay, for your level, I would love to convert it to improper fractions, then solve them. Okay, all right, so let's convert this now to improper fraction. We have 6 here, so 6 times 3 is what? 18, and 18 plus 1 will give us what? 19 over 6. Then plus 4 times 1 is what? 4, and 4 plus 1 is what? 5 over 4. Okay, I hope you remember how to convert mixed fractions to improper fractions. Okay, this is the way. All right, that's why I'm doing it this way, so you remember. Okay, so minus 3 times 2 will give us what? 6, and 6 plus 2 will give us what? 8. So we have 8 over 3. So we've converted all this. So let's find the LCM of all these numbers. And what would the LCM of these numbers be? Okay, it's simply what? 12. All right, so cos 6 can go in 12, 4 can go in 12, and 3 can go in 12. I hope you also know how to find the LCM of numbers. Do you know? Okay, let me quickly just show you how to find it here. So we have 6, we have 4, and we have 3. Okay, LCM will start with the smallest number, 2. How many times will 2 go in 3 and 6? To go 3 times. 2 in 4 will go how many times? 2 times, and 2 can't go in 3, so we'll simply drop downwards 3. All right, so we can also see we have a 2 here also, so we'll say 2. Okay, so 2 can 2 go in 3? No, you drop down 3, and 2 can go in 2, which will give us what? 1, and 2 can 2 go in 3? No, so we'll drop down 3. What we're doing here, we're looking for the LCM. Okay, I'm just showing you this. All right, so you remember. All right, so the next thing is, okay, the next value is what? 3. So let's put down 3 here. 3 in 3 will give us what? 1. 3 in 1 is still 1, and here we have 3 in 3 is also what? 1. Okay, so we have this, our LCM is what? 2 times 2 times 3. And what is 2 times 2? That will give us what? 4. And what is 4 times 3? 4 times 3 will give us what? 12. So our LCM here is what? 12. All right, okay, so let's solve this now. This fraction, let's add and subtract. So 6 in 12 will go how many times? 2 times. And 2 times 19. I hope you know what 2 times 19 is. Okay, times, we have 2 times 9 will give us what? 18. You drop down your 8, you carry your 1, and 2 times 1 will give us 2, and 2 plus 1 will give us what? 3. So we have 3 here, so 2 times 19 is what? 38. Plus, how many times will 4 go in 12? It will go how many times? 3 times. And 3 times 5 is what? 15. Then minus, how many times will 3 go in 12? It will go how many times? 4 times. And you know what 4 times 8 is? 4 times 8 is what? 32. You can see where you need your multiplication table by heart. You need it by heart, so you'll be very fast. All right, okay, so we have this. So what do we have here? 38 plus 15 will give us what? What will 38 plus 15 give us? It will give us what? 53. Then 53 minus 32. We still have our 12 here. What is 53 minus 32? Will give us what? 21 over 12. Okay, and you can see from our answers are in what? Mixed what? Fraction, not improper fraction. So definitely we have to convert this to what? Mixed fraction. But before converting, can we cancel out here? We have 21 over 12. I think 3 can go in 21, and also 3 can go in 12. 3 in 21 will go how many times? 7 times. And 3 in 12 will go how many times? 4 times. Okay, I didn't start with 2 because 2 cannot go in what? 21. So I went to the next smallest number, which is what? 3. Okay, so 3 can go in 21 7 times, and 3 in 12 how many times? 4 times. So we have 7 over 4. So let's convert this now to what? Mixed fraction. How many times would 4 go in 7? It will go just 1 time. So we have one whole number, and what is our remainder? That is 7 minus 4, which will give us what? 3 over 4. So this is our answer, and our right option here is option C. Question 17 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past question. That's your OBJ question 17. It says a prime has only 2 factors, which are, it should be a prime number. Okay, maybe this is a mistake. A prime number has only 2 factors, which are dash and dash. Definitely a prime number has the only factors it has is itself and what? 1. Okay, itself and 1, and our right option here is option D. A prime number, the only 2 factors of a prime number is what? Itself and 1. That is, it can only be divided by itself and 1. An example of a prime number is what? You have your 5, your 7, okay, your 3. All right, so they can only be divided by themselves and what? 1. Okay, or itself and 1. So D is the right answer. Question 18 of the BEC Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 18. It says a man is X years old and his son is Y years old. What is their average age? Okay, this is is. What is their average age? Okay, their average age is just simply X, okay, plus Y divided by 2. Okay, that's what it means, all right? Since the man's age is what, X years old, and the son's age is what, Y years old, and we're looking for average. So you just add them up and you divide by 2. So this is our answer here. Okay, our answer is not really stated in this way. Okay, and this expression can also be interpreted as this, as what, X over 2 plus Y over 2. Okay, this is the same thing, all right? Okay, so we have this interpretation here, all right? So this is our answer. Okay, this is the average what age, which is what C here. Okay, X over 2 plus Y over 2 years. So this is our answer. Question 20 of the BEC Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 20. It says, dash divides a circle into equal parts. I hope you know what divides a circle into equal parts. It is what, a diameter. Okay, so we have our answer here as what, C. It is not an arc, it's not a chord, and it's not a what, radius. A radius is half of a diameter. Okay, so what divides a circle into two equal parts, whether it is horizontal or it is vertical, is what, a diameter. So our right option here is option C. Question 21 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 21. It says simplify t. We have this. Okay, let me just write this down. T minus bracket t minus bracket 1 plus t bracket, then close the bracket. Okay, so what to simplify this? Let's start from the inner bracket. So we have t minus bracket t. This negative is affecting everything here in this bracket, so we're going to open up. Okay, we're going to multiply everything here with this negative sign. So a negative times your 1 here will give us what, a minus 1, and a negative times a plus t here will give us a minus what, t. All right, and we have this. So we have t minus bracket, and here we have a t, then we have minus 1, and we have a minus t. Okay, so this is simply saying t minus t, okay, minus 1. All right, and where t minus t will give us what, 0. So we are left with what, t minus bracket minus 1. All right, from here what will happen, this minus will affect this minus here. They're going to multiply. Since it's a bracket, this is multiplication. Okay, so minus times minus, remember, it's going to give us what, a positive. So we have what, t plus 1. Okay, so this is our answer, is the option here. Okay, we're giving it in another format. All right, sometimes, you know, questions, they're just trying to test your knowledge if you really know what you're doing. Okay, so t plus 1 is also the same thing as what, 1 plus t. Okay, since this t also carries a positive sign, so you can arrange it in any what format. All right, so our right option here is what, option A. Question 22 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 22. It says calculate the volume of a cube of length 8 meter. Okay, what's the volume of a cube? The volume of a cube, I hope you remember volume of a cube. Okay, it's just simply what, L cube. Okay, that is what, L times, that is L times L times L. Okay, and we've been told one side, okay, of the cube is what, 8 meter, and definitely the length of the cube, they're all equal. All right, the length of the sides of a cube are all what, equal. So you have L times L times L. Okay, that's the formula for finding the volume of a cube. Okay, so we have here 8 times 8 times 8, and what would that give us? 8 times 8 times 8 will give us what, 512 centimeter cube. Okay, and our right option here is option B. Question 23 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your OBJ question 23. It says, find the reciprocal of what? 1 over 5. Okay, when you see this question in maths, this 5, in maths, when you see reciprocal, it's just simply what? This fraction turned upside down, and in turning upside down, it's just simply taking your denominator to the numerator and the numerator to what? Your denominator. So the reciprocal of 1 over 5 is equal to what? 5 over 1. What is 5 over 1? 5 over 1 is still the same thing as what? 5. So this is our answer, and our right option here is option D. Question 24 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your OBJ question 24. It says, a trader made a profit of 35% on an article he bought. Okay, this is bought, all right? Okay, for 5,000 naira. How much did he sell the article? Okay, I hope you remember the formula for percentage profit. I hope you remember that formula. Okay, so when you have a percentage profit, okay, it is equal to what? Your selling price. You know, this is profit now, so it means your selling price will be greater than your cost price. Okay, and you know what cost price is? I hope you know the meaning of cost price. Cost price is the amount. Let's say, for instance, you sell fans and you went to a major electronics market in Nigeria. I think a major electronics market in Nigeria is Alaba International in Lagos. Okay, so you go to a wholesaler and you buy. Okay, that's your cost price. Then you take to your shop, then you sell for a profit. So the price you bought from the wholesaler is what? Your cost price, and the price you sell to a customer that comes to your shop is what? Your selling price. So if your selling price is more than your cost price, then it means you are making a profit. But if your selling price is lower than your cost price, then it means you are making what? A loss. Okay, so maybe I think in this question, okay, so I just made this example to explain the meaning of selling price and cost price in case you've forgotten. Okay, so percentage profit, the formula is what? Your selling price minus your cost price divided by your cost price, then times 100. Okay, you know we're talking about percent now. All right, so there's a formula for finding your percentage what? Profit. All right, so our question now says, what does our question say? Our question is asking us how much did it sell the article. So it's asking for what? Our selling price, and the question has already given us his percentage profit, okay, which is what? 35%. So all we need to do is just put in our values in the, okay, and it has also given us he bought the article for 5,000 naira. That's his cost price. Okay, it's 5,000 naira. So we just put in the value for our profit percent and our cost price, so we can now definitely find our selling price. Okay, so let's put in the value now. So for our percentage profit, we've been given his percentage profit at what? 35% equal to, we're looking for our selling price, so let's leave it still like this, minus our cost price we've been given as what? 5,000 naira divided by our cost price again here, 5,000 naira, then times what? Times 100. Okay, from here we can easily cancel out this 100. Is that not it? So these two zeros will go out, these two zeros will cancel out these two zeros. Okay, so this 100 has been cancelled out. So what are we left with here? Okay, I have to write this down for you. I would have just jumped a step here, but no, you know, you're a junior student. If it was a WAEC video, I would have jumped a step here, but I need to explain this in detail for you so you understand. Okay, so we have over 50, so all we need to now do is what? Cross multiply. So 50 goes up, okay, and you know 35 just has one here. One multiply, everything here will still remain the same. Okay, so 50 will cross multiply, so we have 35 times 50 equal to what? Our selling price minus what? 5,000. And what is 35 times 50? We have 1,007.50. Okay, equal to our selling price minus what? 5,000. So all we need to do, we can just easily take our minus 5,000 over here and leave our selling price here. Okay, all right. Okay, we can do it by, we can still say taking our selling price here, collecting items, taking our selling price here and bringing this here. But taking a positive to this side, we're going to have a negative. So I don't want to play with play around staying in the negative domain. That's why I decided to take our minus 5,000 down here and leave as this selling price here in the positive. Okay, so from here we have here now 1,750. Taking this to the other side, we have plus 5,000 equal to our selling price. And what is 1,750 plus 5,000? We are going to get was 6,750. Okay, equal to SP. So our selling price, which is still the same thing as our selling price, is equal to what? Naira 6,750 naira. All right, so this is our answer. And what is our right option here? Our right option is option C. Question 25 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 25. It says find the difference between the median and the mode. Okay, this is mode. Okay, the difference between the median and the mode of the scores of these scores. Okay, so when you have these scores that are not arranged properly, we have to arrange them in an ascending order. Okay, so what's the least number here? We have what, 3. All right, remember when you're given a data set, you have to arrange them in ascending order, then before you can start calculating your mean. For your mean, you don't need to arrange, but for median, looking for your median, you need to arrange them. Okay, for mode, you don't really need to arrange. Mode is the highest frequency of any occurring data element. Okay, so but for median, you need to arrange it. Okay, because we're looking for the middle number. All right, so let's arrange this together. So we have 3. I think we have another 3 here. Okay, next number is 4. So we have 1, 4. We have another 4 here, and we have another 4. The next number is 5. We have a 5 here, and we have another 5 here. Okay, then the next number we have a 6. We have 2 6, another 6 here. The next number, do we have a 7? No. Okay, the next one is 8. We have a 8. Okay, then 9. Yes, we have a 9, and that's the last number here. Okay, how many numbers do we have here? We have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Okay, so this has to be 11 too. So we have here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Okay, so we are correct. All right, so the first thing now is to find our median. The median is the middle number. So this the data set is 11, so definitely an odd number. So we have one middle number. Okay, so our middle number here is what, 5. So this is our median. Our median is equal to what, 5. Now what is our mode? All right, our mode is the highest frequency occurring data element. Okay, and this is our mode 4. 4 is the highest occurring data element here, so our mode is equal to what, 4. Now the question says find difference between the median and mode. So the difference is definitely 5 minus 4. And what is 5 minus 4? That will give us what, 1. And our right option here is option D. Okay, so this is our answer, 1. That is your median minus mode. Question 26 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Questions. Okay, that's your OBJ question 26. It says 3 brothers, Wumi, Niyi, and Dare, shared a quantity of walnuts in the ratio 3, ratio 4, ratio 5. If Wumi got 21 walnuts, how many did Niyi get? Okay, so we've been given a clue here. So Wumi got what, 21 walnuts. All right, and this is the ratio in which the 3 brothers shared the walnuts. Okay, so I hope we remember ratios and proportion, how to play around with them. All right, so we've been given the Wumi. The question has given us that Wumi had what, got 21 walnuts. So first thing first, we have to first of all look for the total walnuts. Since we've been given one person's walnuts, it is easy for us to get the total walnuts. All right. So the total ratio is what, 3 plus what, 4 plus 5, which will give us what would that give us? That will give us what, 12. And we've been told that Wumi got how many walnuts? Wumi got what, 21 walnuts. All right. So it means Wumi's ratio, which is 3, divided by the total ratio between the three brothers, which is what, 12, times, we are looking for the total number of walnuts. Okay. So let's say the total number of walnuts is what, x. X equal to total walnuts. Okay. X is equal to what? 21. All right. You know, to get the total walnut of each person, okay, it's the person's ratio over the total ratio, then times the total number of walnuts. Okay, and that will give us the exact amount of walnuts that particular person has. Okay, so that's where this formula is from. All right, please, I hope you remember our ratio and proportion. Okay, so x is what, the total walnut. So we have to look for x, since simply we've been given what Wumi's exact amount of walnuts. Okay, so from here we can find a value of what, x. Here 3 would go here 1, and 3 in 12 will be what, 4. So we have here x over 4 equal to what, 21. So here x, all we need to do is cross multiply. X is equal to, what is 21 times 4? That will give us what, 84. So the total walnut is what, 84. So we have 84 walnuts shared between what, the three brothers. So it is now easy for us to get how many walnuts Niyi got. Okay, so because that's what the question asks, how many did Niyi get? So from here, Niyi is what, 4. So we have 4 divided by 12 times the total walnut, which is what, 84. So what would this give us? This will give us okay, what can go here? 4 can go here 1, and 4 in 12 go how many times? 3 times. Okay, can 3 go in 84? Yes. Okay, 3 in 8 will go how many times? Just like 2 times. Okay, that's 6. Remember what, 2, and 3 in 24 will give us what, 8. So so we have what, 28. So Niyi got how many walnuts? Niyi got what, 28 walnuts. All right, so this is our answer. Niyi got 28 walnuts. All right, from our question papers, the options were missing, but this is the answer. Niyi got what, 28 walnuts. Question 27 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 27. It says solve this. So we have here 1 over 2 minus 6 over a is equal to what? 2. All right, we have to solve this. All right, so let's solve this. Is a fraction here, so let's solve this. What will be the LCM of this fraction? Is just simply 2 times what? A, which is equal to what? 2a. So we have what? 2a here. Okay, so 2 in 2a, we are going to be left with a. I hope you know that 2 into a, that's just saying 2 divided by 2, 2a divided by 2, and this will cancel out and you're left with what? A. So 2 into a is what? The remainder will be what? A, and a times 1 will give us what? A, minus a into a, so we have 2a divided by 8, means a will cancel out what? A, and you're left with what? 2. And 2 times 6 will give us what? 12, equal to 2. All right, so from here, all we need to do is just what? Cross multiply. Since this is 2 divided by 1, we'll cross multiply. So we're left with what? 1 multiplied by everything here will still remain the same. So we have a minus 12 equal to 2a times 2 will give us what? 4a. Okay, let's collect like terms. Let's take 4a here and bring 12 minus 12 to this side. All right, so we have a, taking plus 4a to this side, we're going to have a minus minus 4a, and taking minus 12 to this side, we're going to have a positive what? 12. All right. So here, what do we have? What is a minus 4a? That will give us minus what? 3a, equal to 12. Then we divide both sides by minus 3. Divide both sides by minus 3. Okay. Minus 3, we cancel out minus 3 here. We're left with a, and 12. How many times will 3 go in 12? It will go how many times? 4 times, okay? And remember your minus sign, okay? So we have a is equal to minus 4. So this is our answer, and our right option here is option A. Question 28 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 28. It says the ratio of the inverse of tan is... Okay, we're asked for the ratio of the inverse of tan. All right, so remember what is tan first of all before we talk about the inverse. Remember your so, ka, twa. Okay, twa. Where your tan is what? Your twa. And what is O? O is what? Tan is equal to what? Your opposite over adjacent. I hope you remember your O stands for opposite, A stands for adjacent, your H stands for what? Hypotenuse. All right. So for your tan, it is what? Opposite over adjacent. But our question says, what is the ratio of the inverse of tan? And what does it mean by inverse of tan? It just means what? 1 divided by opposite over adjacent. And when you have 1 divided by something, you have to what? Take the adjacent what? Up. Okay? Just like saying 1 divided by opposite over adjacent, where to change the division sign to multiplication, you have to what? Invert what? This. Okay? So where you have this 1 times what? Adjacent over opposite. Okay? So which is the same thing as what? Adjacent over opposite. Okay? So your tan inverse is equal to what? Adjacent over opposite. So this is your answer. And what is our right option here? Our right option is option C. Question 29 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 29. It says add this and leave your answer in base 2. Okay, this is number basis and we're looking at what? Base 2. So it says add this. So we have 1 1 0 0 0 1 in base 2. Then we have 0 1 0 0 0 1. Okay, we have to add them. All right, we're adding them up. All right, okay, in base 2. Okay, so I hope you remember how to add in bases. All right, so we have here 1 plus 0 is 1. Okay, when you add and it's less than 2, that's the base. Okay, you drop your answer. All right, but once it is equal to 2 or greater than 2, you have to divide by the what? By 2. Okay, that's the base. All right, we're looking at base 2 here. If it was base 3, it is once it's equal to 3 or greater than what? 3. Okay. All right, so we have here 0 plus 1 is still 1, so we don't need to bother yet. So we have 0 plus 0, we have what? 0. 0 plus 0, we have 0. 1 plus 0, we have 1. Okay, so we can drop that. So now we have 1 plus 1, which is what? 2. So it is equal to 2. So what do? We say how many times can 2 go in 2? It will go how many times? 1 time. So we are going to carry 1. And what is the remainder? The remainder is what? 0. So we're going to drop down what? 0. I hope you remember when you add, you drop down your remainder after your division, then carry the quotient, which is the number of times 2 went in 2. Okay, if this was 4, we would have carried what? 2, because 2 in 4 would go how many times? 2 times. All right, but this is 2, so 2 in 2 went how many times? 1 time. So that's why we carry what? 1. And you are going to add this one, you are going to drop this one, here. Okay, so I hope you remember how to add in basis. All right, if you don't remember, try to do a revision. And also on the YouTube, on our channel DTW tutorials, I've done number basis too. All right, so you can try to check out that video. All right, okay, so this is our answer in what? Base 2. All right, this is our answer. And what is our right option here? Our right option is what? Option A. Question 30 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 30. It says express 6.5 trillion in digits. Okay, so this question, the answer isn't here. All right, and our advice, if you're so sure that the answer is not in the option, don't tick. Okay, just leave your option, your sheet paper on this particular question blank. All right, don't tick anyone. All right, so there's no answer here for this. All right, okay, but to write this in trillion, okay, when you have trillion, it is what? 10 raised to power of what? 12. Or that is, for instance, let's say we have 1 trillion. How do you write 1 trillion? You are going to have what? 12 zeros. Okay, that is 1, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000. All right, so this is 1 what? Trillion. So when you have 6.5 trillion, so this will be 6, then this first zero here will be what? 5. So this is what? 6.5 trillion. All right, I hope you remember this. And when you're told to write billions is what? 10 raised to power 9. All right, so you have 9 zeros. Okay, so this is what? Billion. This is 6.5 what? Billion. And when you're told to write millions is what? 10 raised to power of what? 6. Okay, that you have 6 zeros. So when you cancel out this whole thing left, it was 6.5 what? Million. All right, so try to, I just did this so you could understand, in case the question comes out and the correct option is given. All right, so for your trillion, it is 10 raised to the power of what? 12. You're going to have what? 12 what? Zeros for trillion. For billion, you're going to have 9 zeros, and for million, you're going to have what? 6 what? Zeros. All right, okay. Question 31 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 31. It says, what is the value of x in the figure above? Okay, so what to look for this value of x. Okay, from here we have 85. All right, and we know when we have 85 here, it means that this same angle, you have opposite angles. Okay, or you have opposite what? Angles. All right, so it means that this same angle here is what? 85. All right, okay, and from here, this is a triangle. Is that not it? AB, let's say this is 0. AOB, this is a triangle. Okay, and the sum of angles in a triangle is equal to what? 180. So it means that 58 plus 85 plus x is equal to what? 180. So it's easy for us to get our x. So we can just say x is equal to 180. We just bring all these things here, minus 58, then minus 85. Okay, and what is 180 minus 58 minus 85? That will give us what? This is 180 minus 143. Okay, because this plus this is 143. All right, taking it there will give us what? A positive will be what? Minus what? 143. And what is 180 minus 143? That will give us what? 37 degrees. So x is equal to what? 37 degree. Okay, and our right option here is option B. Question 32 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 32. It says, if the exchange rate for dollar, this should be R, okay, for dollar to naira is 305 naira. Okay, how much will $280 amount to? Okay, this is quite straightforward. All right, if the exchange rate for dollar to naira, that's for $1 to naira, is what? 305. How much will $280 amount to? So it just means what? 305 times what? 280. Okay, that's what it just simply means. So you would find the total amount of naira you are going to have when you exchange what? $280. Let's say, for instance, maybe your auntie, your grandma abroad sent you $280, and here, you can't spend dollars here in like you taking dollar to a shop to buy sweets. So you have to exchange that dollar to what? Naira. And for you to exchange it, there's always an exchange rate in each country for their currency. So the exchange rate for dollar from this question is what? 305 naira for $1. So each $1 from your 280 is what? 305 naira. So how do you get the total amount of naira? It's just simply saying your exchange rate 305 times what? 280. So you get the total amount of naira you can spend here in Nigeria. Okay, this is what this question means. All right. Okay, so let's multiply this. We have to multiply this. So we have 280 times what? 305. All right, I hope you remember a long multiplication. I think if they give you a calculator, if you're allowed with a calculator, you can just punch in and get your answer. But let's do this together, okay? So we can refresh our memory on multiplication. All right. Okay, so we have here 5. What is 5 times 0? We have what? 0. And what is 5 times 8? We have 4 is 5 times 8. It is what? 40. So you put down your 0, you carry your 4. And what is 5 times 2? That is 10. And 10 plus 4 is what? 14. Okay, here we have 0 times 0 is what? 0. 0 times 8 will give us 0. 0 times 2 will give us what? 0. All right, here we have 3 times 0. We have what? Is 0. 3 times 8, we have what? 24. We put down a 4, we carry what? 2. And what is 3 times 2 is what? 6. And 6 plus 2 will give us what? 8. Alright, so we have to add this up. We drop our 0 here, we drop another 0 here. 4 plus 0 will give us 4. 1 plus 0 is 1, and plus 4 will give us what? 5, and we have 8 here. So we have our value as what? 85,000 naira. 85,400 what? Naira. All right, so this is our answer. And what's our right option here? Our right option is option B. Question 33 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics past question. That's your OBJ question 33. It says a car travels 180 kilometers in 45 minutes. Find the speed of the car in kilometer per hour. Okay, it says it's the speed of the car in kilometer per hour. That means what? Distance over time. Okay, that's your speed is equal to what? Distance over time. And what is your distance? 180 what? Kilometers. All right, and what is your time? We're giving here time in what? 45 minutes, but our question says in kilometer per hour. Okay, so that means we have to convert 45 minutes to what? Hour. Okay, and in converting 45 minutes to hour, what do? We divide by just what? 60. Okay, divide by 60 alone. All right, if it was 45 seconds, we have to divide by 60 times 60, which is to what? 360. All right, but for this is a minute, so we just divide by what? 60 to convert it to what? Hours. Okay, I hope we know 60 seconds make 1 minute, 60 minutes make 1 hour. All right, okay, so we have this here, and this simply means 180 divided by 45 over 60, which is what? 180 times what? 60 over 45. From here we can cancel out. Is that not it? Can't we cancel out? We can cancel out 5. Okay, or let's say, okay, let's start with the easy number 5. All right, I wanted to just go and say let's cancel out 9, but let's cancel out 5. Okay, so this is over 1. So we have 5 in 45 will go how many times? Will go how many times? To go 9 times. And 5 here, or 5 here, 5 in 60 will go how many times? That's what? 12 times. And here 3 can go here 3 times, and 3 will go here how many times? 4 times. Okay, so we still have 3 here. 3 can go in 180. 3 in 3 will cancel out here. 3 in 18, how many times will it go? That's 6 times. Okay, so 3 in 180 will go how many times? 60 times. So we're left with what? 60 times 4. And what is 60 times 4? That will give us what? That will give us what? 240. Okay, so we have 240 kilometers per hour. So this is our answer, and our right option here is option A. Question 34 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 34. The question says, find the missing number in the subtraction below. Okay, so we have this number here minus this gives us what this. So we're to find the missing number, which is what m. We're to find this number m. All right. Okay, so if this subtracts this and gives us this, okay, so it means that this plus this must give us what? This. Okay, I hope you remember subtraction. All right, so this plus this must give us this. All right, do you understand this? If you subtract this from this and it gives us this, which there's no missing number here, so it means this value down here plus this value must give us what? This, the bigger what value. So let's add these two numbers up so we can find the missing what number. So we have 26986 plus 16067. All right, so from here 6 plus 7 will give us what? 13. Drop 3, carry 1. 1 plus 8 is what? 9. And 9 plus 6 will give us what? 15. So we drop 5 and carry 1. 1 plus 9 is what? 10. And 10 plus 0 is still what? 10. So we drop a 0 and carry what? A 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. And 7 plus 6 is what? 13. So we drop a 3, we'll carry a 1. 1 plus 2 is what? 3, and 3 plus 1 will give us what? 4. So this is our answer here. So we have this 4 here, 3 here. Our missing number is what? 0. Let's confirm this other number. This is 5, and this is 3, So we are correct. So our missing number is what? 0. All right, and our right answer option here is option D. Question 35 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 35. It says, what is the value of the digit 5 in this number? What's the value of the digit 5? Okay, so what's this number? This is what? 652,009. Okay, see, you say 652,000. So our 5 what is in the 1,000 watts range. Okay, so our 5 is what is in the 50 what thousand. That's the value of the digit 5 in this what number. All right, so it's what? 50,000. All right, so our right option here is option D. Okay, so this is where 5 is. So we have a 0, a 0, a 0, a 0. So we have what? 50,000. So our right option is option D. Question 36 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 36. It says, in the figure above, angle SAB. Where's angle SAB? SAB. That's this angle here. Okay, let's say X is alternate to the angle. Okay, it's asking us what is SAB is alternate to the angle. I hope you remember our planes and our angles. So this angle is definitely alternate to what? This angle. Okay, this is the angle is alternate to. Okay, so this X is equal to what? This what? X. Okay, so and what is this angle here? This angle is what? SDC. Okay, so SDC is alternate to the angle SDC. Okay, and what is our right option here? This is it, option D. That is what? SDC, option D. So this is our right word answer. Question 37 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 37. It says, Mr. Reyes bought a new plasma TV for 75,000 naira. Later, he sold it for 45,000 naira. Calculate the percentage loss. Okay, remember, I think we've done a question earlier on percentage. I think that one was a percentage profit, but you can see this is a percentage loss since his cost price is what? 75,000, and his selling price is what? Lower than the cost price, which is what? 45,000. So we're told to find what? The percentage what? Loss. So percentage loss will be equal to what? Your cost price minus what? Your selling price divided by your what? Cost price. Okay, since your cost price is what higher than your selling price. That's why we have our cost price minus selling price. So this is percentage what loss. Okay, times, don't forget times 100. All right, so what's our cost price here? We have 75,000 minus our selling price is what 45,000 divided by what 75,000 naira times 100. Okay, this 20 will cancel out these 2 zeros here. So what are we left with? What is 75,000 minus 35,000? We are going to get what 30,000. Okay, divided by, we're left here with what 750. Is that not it? Okay, so let's cancel out this zero here. This zero will cancel out this zero. What else can we cancel out? Let's start with 5. 5 will go here how many times? It will go here 15 times, and 5 will go here in 3,000. It will go here 600 times. 5 in 30 is what 6. Okay, and drop the remaining 0. All right, so what else can we cancel? 5 again. 5 here in 15 will go how many times? 3 times. And 5 in 60, that is 12. Okay, and drop our what? 0. 3 again, we can cancel out that 3. 3 here 1, and 3 in 12 will go how many times? That's 4 times. Then drop your what? 0. So you have 40. So our percentage loss, our percentage loss is what? 40 what percent. All right, so our answer is what? 40%. And our right option here is option B. Question 38 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 38. It says, calculate the volume of a cone if the height is 3 cm and the base radius is what? 7 cm. Calculate what? The volume of a cone. I hope you know the formula for finding the volume of a cone. I hope you still remember. Okay, the formula for the volume of a cone is equal to what? 1/3 pi what? R square h. Okay, so I'm taking pi as what? 22/7. All right, if you're not given pi, just remember that pi is what? 22/7, except maybe your answer you see pi. When you see pi in your answer, it just means you don't need to put pi as 22/7. Just leave pi as what? Pi. Okay, all right, so don't make that mistake. All right, so we have here 1/3. Then our pi is what? 22/7 times, what is our radius is what? 7 cm. That is 7 cm square. Okay, 7 cm times another 7 cm, and our height is what? 3 cm. That's 3 cm. Okay, this centimeter here, centimeter. Okay, so it means our units of measurement will be what? Centimeter what? Cube. All right, so from here 7 can cancel out 7 here, 3 can cancel out 3 here. What are we left with? We're left with what? 22 times what? 7. So 22 times 7. What would that give us? That will give us what? 154. And remember, our unit of measurement will be what? Centimeter cube. So this is our answer, 154 centimeter cube. And our right option here is option B. Question 39 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 39. It says factorize this. Okay, I hope you remember this. When you have a square minus what? B square is the same thing as what? A plus B bracket A minus B. Okay, all right, so we're going to, so this from this expression here, we have 1 is same thing as what? 1 square minus bracket A minus B square. Okay, so this is your A, and this is your A square, and this is your what? B square. Okay, so this is your B square, and this is your what? A square. So we have to liken this equation to what? This. Okay, so this will be equal to, what is our A here? A is 1. So we'll have what? 1 plus, what is our B? Our B is what? A minus B. So we have bracket what? A minus B. All right, close the bracket, then open another bracket. Our A is what? 1 minus bracket, what's our B? From here, our B is what? A minus B. All right, close the bracket and close bracket. Okay, so let's now simplify this together. So we have here will be what? Bracket 1. This positive will multiply everything here. So we have positive times this will give us a positive A, and positive times this minus give us a negative what? Negative what? B. Okay, positive times negative is still what? Negative, and you leave our B. From here we have 1. Negative times a positive A will give us what? A negative A. And negative times a negative B will give us what? A positive B. Okay, so we're left with this. So this is our final what? Answer. Okay, we'll factorize this completely. So what's the right option here? What would the right option be? So we have 1 plus A minus B, and we have 1 minus A plus B. Okay, so this is our right option here, option B. Okay, so where we have here 1 minus A plus B, which is this, and we have here 1 plus A minus B, which is what? This in the second bracket. All right, so this is our answer. All right, that is what? Option B. Question 40 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 40. It says the sum of 4 consecutive odd numbers is 80. Find the fourth number. Okay, the sum of 4 consecutive odd numbers. Okay, so let's assume that the first number is what? X. We're looking at odd numbers now. All right, and remember, what are odd numbers? Odd numbers are numbers that cannot be divided by 2. So you have 1, you have 3, you have 5, you have 7, you have 11, then 13, and so on. Okay, so let's say the first number here, we have to represent them, give them like a value. So the first number is X. So it means that the second, because we are looking at the sum of 4 consecutive odd numbers, so the second consecutive odd number will be what? X plus what? 2. All right, since what? Odd numbers are numbers that cannot be divided by what? 2. So we add 2 to it, all right, to the odd number. So let's say, for instance, this X is what? 1. All right, so when you add 2 to 1, we have what? 3. Is that not it? And 3 is what? An odd number. All right, so the next consecutive number will be what? X plus what? 4. All right, you just continuously add what? 2. All right, so and the fourth consecutive number will be what? X plus 6. All right, so let us test this out to confirm what we're saying. So if this was also 1 plus 4, this is 5. If this was also 1 plus 6 will be what? 7. And they are all what? Odd numbers. All right, but the question says here that the sum of 4 consecutive number is what? 80. So we're going to sum all this and equate to what? 80. So we'll know which range of odd numbers we're looking at. All right, okay, so we have x plus 2 plus x plus 4 plus x plus 6 equal to what? 80. Okay, so let us add up all the x. So we have here x, 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 x. So that's x plus x plus x plus x. We have what? 4x. And let us add the numbers up. We have 2 here, we have 4, we have 6. What is 2 plus 4? That's 6. And 6 plus 6 will give us what? 12. So we have equal to what? 80. All right, so take 12 to this side. We have 4x is equal to what? 80 minus 12. And that is 4x. 80 minus 12 will give us what? 68. Okay, well, let us divide both sides by 4 to get our value of what? X. All right, so cancel out. So what can go here? Let's say 2 here, 2 in 68, 2 in 6 will give us what? 3. In 8 will give us what? 4. So we have 34. 2 can also go in 34, and that will go how many times? To go was 17 times, because 17 times 2 is equal to what? 34. So 2 here 1, and 2 in 34 is what? 17. So x is equal to what? 17. So our first odd number is what? 17. That's what it means here. All right, so the first odd number is what? 17. So the second odd number will be what? 17 plus 2, which is what? 19. The third odd number will be what? 17 plus what? 4. And what is 17 plus 4? 17 plus 4 is what? 21. And the fourth odd number will be what? 17 plus 6. And what is 17 plus 6? That will give us what? 23. Okay, but our question says find the fourth number. So definitely the fourth number is what? 20. So our answer is 23. And our right option here is option C. Question 41 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 41. It says calculate the value of x. We're to find the value of x. Okay, so from this diagram, now we have, this is an isosceles triangle. Remember, in an isosceles triangle, the base angles are what? Equal. Okay, so the base angles are what? Equal. So if this is 55 degree, it means that this is also what? 55 what? Degrees. Isosceles triangle, that's two sides what? Equal. Okay, so if this is 55 degree, this is 75, this is x. You know, angles on a straight line is what? 180. The sum of angles on a straight line is equal to what? 180. So we have here 55 plus 75 plus x is equal to what? 180 degree. All right, so what is 55 plus 75? We're going to have 130 plus x is equal to what? 180 degree. Okay, and x will be equal to what? 180 minus what? 130. And what's 180 minus 130? That will give us what? 50 what degrees. So x is equal to what? 50. And our right option here is option A. Question 42 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 42. It says arrange this and this fractions in ascending order of what? Magnitude. Okay, so this is 5/9. Okay, in ascending order of what? Magnitude. Ascending means from the lowest to what? The highest. Ascending. Okay, order of what? Magnitude, from the lowest to the what? Highest. All right, so let's find out which number is greater than which. Okay, so we have 5/9, we have 2/3, we have 8. Okay, this is 8/21. Definitely from here, if you're looking at this, 2/3 is the biggest number fraction here. All right, followed by 5/9, and finally we have what? 8/21. Okay, so this is the biggest number, followed by this, by this. Now it says arrange in ascending order, so from the least to the what? Highest. And what's the least here? We have 8/21, followed by 5/9, and our highest is what? 2/3. So we have to arrange it this way. So this, and this. Okay, so these are answer. And what's our right option here? 21, 5/9. Okay, our right option is option D, which is what? 8/21, 5/9, and what? 2/3. So these are right what? Answer. Question 43 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 43. It says simplify this. So we have here 3/2x plus what? 5/3x. You can see now that as we're ending the questions, they're a bit easier. So when you start, let me just give you a tip. When you're writing a mathematics exam, okay, when you encounter a difficult problem, you know you don't understand it, please just skip it. Okay, skip, so you don't get tense. Go to the ones that are easy. Okay, quickly go through your questions. Quickly go through the ones that you easily know. All right, and this will boost your confidence. All right, and you will notice that when you go through the questions, all right, there's a way the examiner sets their questions. There are always clues to some harder questions in the OBJ section. There are always clues. They will leave clues for you. Okay, like in this past question, I think they asked for the volume of a cone earlier on, but towards the ending, the formula for volume of a cone was given, and a question was asked, make something the subject of the formula from that volume of a cone formula. All right, so if for instance you've forgotten the volume of a cone, all right, you can just easily, when you see that question, you know, this is the formula for volume of a cone. Okay, so don't tense yourself up by just settling down, like spending several minutes answering a very difficult question. You don't know it, skip. Go to the easy ones. All right, solve them, boost your confidence, and when you get back to the harder ones, you see that they were so easy. All right, so it was just, you were just tensed and under exam pressure, which is a normal thing. All right, okay, so that's just a tip for you. All right, so you can see the questions are getting a bit easier now. All right, so simplify this now. So what do we do? LCM, what's the LCM of 2x and 3x? Let's say it will be simply what 6 what x. Okay, 2x and 6x will go how many times? Just 3 times. All right, you have 6x over 2x. X will definitely cancel out x. 2 here 1, 2 here 3. That's why we have what 3 times. All right, and 3 times 3 is what 9, plus 3x and 6x will go how many times? 2 times. All right, or do you want me to still do this again? Okay, let me do this for you. This will cancel out this 3 here 1, 3 here what 2. So 2 times 5 will give us what 10. So what are we left with here? 9 plus 10 will give us what 19 over what 6x. So this is our answer, and our right option here is option A. Question 44 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 44. It says find the coefficient of y in the what expansion of this. Okay, so you have 2y minus 1 bracket y minus 6. Okay, in the expansion, so we have to open our brackets. All right, so from here in opening brackets, I hope you remember. So we have what 2y times y will give us what 2y squared. 2y times minus 6 will give us what minus what 12y. All right, then 2y. Okay, we're done with 2y now, so let's go to minus 1. Minus 1 times y will give us what minus what y, and minus 1 times minus 6 will give us what plus 6. Okay, so from here we have 2y squared minus 12y minus y will give us what a minus what 13y plus 6. I hope you know why we got 13. All right, and why there's a minus here. Definitely the sign of the biggest number, you're going to drop down, then you're going to perform what addition, since what minus times minus is equal to what plus. Okay, that's addition. Okay, so that's why we have what 13 here. All right, so and our question says find the coefficient of y in the expansion. So this we have, this is what is carrying what y. Okay, which is what minus 13 what y, and what's the coefficient of y is what minus 13. This is the coefficient of y, minus 13, and our right option here is option A. Question 45 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 45. It says study the table below to answer questions 45 and 46, given that y is equal to 2x plus 2 and ranging from minus 2 less than or equal to x greater than or equal to 6. Okay, now question 45 says find the value of y when x is equal to minus 2. So we have to find this table. This is the value in this table. That's when x, this is x here, this is y. When x is equal to what minus 2, we should find the value of y. It's just simply putting the value of x into this what equation, and our equation is what y is equal to 2x plus 2. So we'll put in the value of what x as what minus 2. So we have y is equal to 2. What this is x, so we'll put in minus 2 plus 2. And what is 2 times minus 2? That will give us what minus 4 plus 2. And what is minus 4 plus 2 will give us what minus 2. So these are value for y at what when x is what minus 2. So y is what minus 2. So y will be what minus 2, and our right option here is option D. Question 46 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 46. It says the equation of the table of value is a typical example of dash equation. Okay, it says trigonometry equation. No, when a trigonometry equation will involve like cos, sine, and all. It says simultaneous equation. No, it's not a simultaneous equation because we have just one equation. C says quadratic equation. No, it is not, because the quadratic, the power of x is just 1. Okay, it's just in this question what it's just 1. For quadratic equation, we have to have a power of 2. Okay, all right, greater than 1. Now this says linear. Yes, it is linear because the power of x is just what 1. All right, it's not greater than 1. So this is an example of what a linear equation. That's y is equal to what? 2x plus 2. Okay, so our right option here is option D. Question 48 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 48. It says find the perimeter of a rectangle with length 11, this will be centimeter, and its area is what? 99 centimeter square. Okay, but to find the perimeter of what? A rectangle. Okay, we have been told that the length is what? 11 centimeter. Okay, and its area is what? 99 centimeter. We don't know the breadth. Okay, breadth is unknown, but we've been told its area. And remember, what's the formula for area? Is what? Length times what? Breadth. Is that not it? So length times breadth is equal to what? 99. And we've been told that our length is what? 11. Okay, so it's just to substitute. So we have 11 times b is equal to what? 99. We can easily get a value of b here by just dividing both sides by what? 11. So b is equal to 99 divided by 11 will give us what? 9 centimeters. So our b is equal to what? 9 centimeters. So now it is easy for us to find our perimeter. Okay, and what's the perimeter of a rectangle? I hope you remember the formula is what? 2 bracket L plus B. Okay, that is 2 bracket your length plus your breadth. So we have 2 bracket our length is what? 11, and our breadth, which we've gotten from our area of the rectangle, as what? 9. All right, so we have what? 2 bracket what is 11 plus 9? That will give us what? 20. Okay, and what is 2 times 20? That will give us what? 40. So the perimeter is what? 40 centimeter. And our right option here is option A. Question 49 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 49. It says simplify this. That's the square root of 1 whole number 11 over what? 25. Okay, this is mixed fraction. Let us convert to improper fraction. Okay, in converting, 25 times 1 is what? 25, and 25 plus 11, that will give us what? 36. So we have what? 36 over what? 25. So we have the square root of 36 over 25, which is the same thing as saying the square root of 36 over the square root of what? 25. And from here we can easily find what is the square root of 36, which is what? 6, and the square root of 25, which is what? 5. So we have what? Our answer as was 6 over 5. And here we can simply further say, break this down. This is improper. Convert to what? Convert to proper mixed fraction. 5 in 6 will go how many times? 1 times, and we're left with what? 1 whole number over 5. And what is 1 divided by 5? I hope you remember 1 divided by 5 is what? 0.2. Okay, so we just have 1. You know, this is what? 1 plus 0.2. And what is 1 plus 0.2? That will give us what? 1.2. So our answer is what? 1.2. And our right option here is option B, which is what? 1.20, which is also the same thing as, I can just simply add a 0. Okay, or from here 1 divided by 5 is 0.20. And for your level, your teacher will always that's for the junior classes, your teacher will always write 0.20. Okay, he will always put the 0. So let me do what you're used to. Okay, but for a senior class, your teacher doesn't, he expects you to know that it is 0.2. all right, or 0.20. all right, but let me use what you're used to in your classroom. Okay, so our right option here is option B. Question 50 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 50. It says if this is equal to this, find x. That is, if x divided by 3 over 5 is equal to 2 over 3, find what? X. Now from here, converting your division to multiplication, this would what? Invert. Okay, so we have x times 5 over 3 is equal to 2 over 3. And this is the same thing as saying 5x over 3 equal to what? 2 over 3. So all we need to do is what? Cross multiply. Okay, this will go up, this will go up. Alright, so we have 5x times 3 equal to 2 times 3. And what is 5x times 3? That will give us 15x equal to, what is 2 times 3? That will give us what? 6. To get x, we'll divide both sides by 15. This will cancel out. So we are left with what? X will be equal to, what can go here? 3 can go here how many times? 2. And 3 can go here how many times? 5 times. Okay, so we're left with x is equal to what? 2 over 5. And our right option here is option A. Question 51 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics question. It says if A is equal to -1, B equal to -2, and C equal to 3, evaluate this. Evaluate AB minus BC. Okay, so we have A as -1, so you put -1 bracket, B as -2 bracket -2. What's binding these two is what? Multiplication. Okay, minus, what is B? B is what? -2 bracket, and what is C? That is what? C is what? 3. Okay, so we have to multiply this and this. So -1 times -2 will give us what? A positive what? 2. So we have 2. Then we have a minus here. -2 times 3. What would that give us? That will give us what? A negative what? What would that give us? It will give us a negative what? 6. So we have what? Minus what? 6. Okay, so from here, what do we have now? This minus will multiply this minus to open the bracket. So we have minus times minus will be what? A positive. So we have 2 plus what? 6. And what is 2 plus 6? That will give us what? 8. So this is our answer. And our right option here is option D. Question 52 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 52. It says, find the value of the angle marked X. Okay, so we're looking for X, alright? We have to find the value of the angle marked X. Okay, so this is a polygon, and this polygon has how many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has 5 times. It has what? 5 sides, and these angles are the interior angles of what? The polygon. And remember, what's the formula for finding the interior angles of a polygon? That's the sum of interior angle of a polygon. It is what? 2n minus 4 bracket what? 90. Okay, which is equal to the sum of all the interior angle of what? The polygon. All right, so, and what is the sum of all these angles? We have here 2x plus 130 plus 88 plus 100 and plus what? X. Okay, and where n is what? The number of sides, and our number of sides of the polygon is what? 5. This is a pentagon. Okay, so here we have here, let's put in our value of n equal to what? 5. So we have 2 times what? 5 minus 4 bracket 90 equal to, so 2x plus x will give us what? 3x. Okay, that's why collecting like terms. So x plus x will give us 3x. Then the remaining numbers, 130 plus 88 plus 100 will give us what? 318. Okay, if you add up all these numbers, you are going to get what? 318. Okay, so here, what do we have here? 2 times 5 is what? 10 minus what? 4. Close the bracket, and we have 90. Okay, and we have drop down these same values. Let's solve what is here. And what is 10 minus 4? That is what? 6. So we have 6 times what? 90. Okay, all right, drop this down. And what is 6 times 90? That will give us what? 540 equal to what? 3x plus 318. Okay, so from here we can take plus 318 to this side. All right, so we have 540 minus, taking plus to this side, we have minus what? 318 equal to what? 3x. And what is 540 minus 318? That will give us what? 222. Okay, equal to what? 3x, which is the same thing as what? 3x is equal to what? 222. So from here, to get x, what do? We divide both sides by 3. 3 we cancel out 3, and 3 in 2 2 2, we are going to have what? 74. So x is equal to what? 74 degrees. So this is our answer. Our answer is what? 74 degrees, and our right option here is option B. For these questions, you need to know the sum of the interior angles what of a polygon. Okay, so you need to know this formula, all right, and equate it to the angles. All right, so the sum is equal to what? This particular formula. All right, so our answer is what? Option B. Question 53 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 53. It says, which of the following sets of numbers is not a Pythagorean triple? Okay, you know Pythagorean triple, where you have this, you have your hypotenuse, you have your opposite, and you have what? Your adjacent. All right, so where your hypotenuse is what? What's your hypotenuse? Is what? B square plus C square. That's your A, this is your B, and this is your C. So your hypotenuse is what? Opposite square plus what? Adjacent square. Okay, so they are asking, the question is asking which of this is not a Pythagorean triple. So it means that when you add the square of two of any of this number, you are going to get the square of what? 1. All right, okay, so from here, since you are adding, so it means the hypotenuse will be the bigger number. Is that not it? The hypotenuse will be bigger number since we're adding two other numbers. So from here, let's say this 5 will be the hypotenuse. And how are we so sure that 5 will be the hypotenuse? It will mean that 3 square plus 4 square will give us what? Will give us what? 5 what square. So let us try this. So if we have 3 square plus what? 4 square. What is 3 square? This is what? 9 plus what? 16. And what is 9 plus 16 will give us what? 25. And 25, the square root of 25 is equal to what? 5. So you can see this plus this will give us what? 5. This square plus this square, and the square root will what? Give us 5. So we can also try it for 6. So here 6 we have if 6 square plus what? 8 square. What is 6 squared? That's 36 plus what? 64. And what is 36 plus 64? It will give us 100. And what is the square root of 100 is equal to what? 10. Alright, so this is a Pythagorean or triple. The question says which of it is not a Pythagorean triple. Okay, so let's try option D. Option D is what? 5 square plus what? 12 square. And what is 5 square? That's 25 plus what? What's 12 square? That's 144. And what is this plus this? That will give us 9. Okay, and this will give us what? 6, right? Let's give us 6 1. And what's the square root of 169? That will give us what? 13. Okay, so it means it is what? A Pythagorean triple. So let's try for 2, 3, and 4. When you have 2 square plus 3 square, what's 2 square? That's 4. Plus what's 3 square? That is what? 9. And what is 4 plus 9? That's what? 13. And what's the square root of 13? You don't have the square root of 13. It can never give you what? A 4. So the set of numbers that is not a Pythagorean triple is what? Option A, which is what? 2, 3, and 4. All right, so I hope you know how to confirm which of a set of numbers is Pythagoras triple from this question. All right, so our right option here is option A, which is what? It is not what? A Pythagorean triple. Question 54 of our BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 54. It says make R the subject of formula from this expression. Okay, so this is the volume of a cone. Okay, that's what I was talking about. So you have V is equal to 1 over 3 pi R square H. Okay, so from here, this is the same thing as V is equal to what? By R square H over 3. We're making what? R as subject of what? The formula. Alright, so first thing we do, we cross multiply, take 3 out of here, out of the denominator. So when we cross multiply, we have what? 3V is equal to what? Pi R square H. The next thing, to remove pi, you know, in making subject of the formula, it means R needs to stand alone on one side of the equation, just the way V stands alone here. From this first expression, V is the subject of formula, so we have to make R the subject of formula, standing alone. Okay, so in standing alone here, we have to cancel out pi and h, and to cancel out pi and h, we divide both sides by pi h. Okay, so pi will cancel out here, h will cancel out here. So what are we left with? We're left with what? R squared is equal to 3v over pi h. We are not done yet because this is r squared. Our question says make r alone the subject of formula. So to make r alone the subject of formula, we have to square root both sides. And in squaring root both sides, this square would cancel out. So we have r is equal to the square root of what? 3v over pi h. Okay, everything square root. All right, don't make the mistake of just putting the square root on only 3v. All right, okay, so this is our answer. All right, our option isn't too clear and correct, but there should be a square root here. Okay, that's this is 3v over pi h. Okay, this is more like the right answer here. All right, so our right option here is what? Option A. But in your question, if there's no square root, please leave it blank. All right, don't take it, don't shade that portion. All right, okay. Question 55 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 55. It says solve the equation this. So we're to look for x. That's what it simply means. So 8 is equal to 4x plus what? 10. All I need to do is just take 10 to this side. So we have 8 minus 10 is equal to what? 4x. And what is 8 minus 10? That will give us what? Minus 2 equal to what? 4x. Divide both sides by 4. Alright, so we have here 2 here, 1, 2 here, what? 2. So we have minus 1 over 2 is equal to what? X. This 4 will cancel out this 4. So we have x is equal to what? 1, that is minus 1 over 2. Don't forget your negative sign, okay? X is equal to what? Minus 1 over 2. And our right option here is option D, okay? This is minus 1 over 2, okay? Our right option here is option D. Question 56 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 56. It says dash is used to measure angles of elevation and what? Depression. A says ruler, no. B says protractor, no. C says French curve, no. D says what? Clinometers. Okay, this is clinometers. Okay, so our right option here is what? Clinometers. Okay, clinometers are used to what? Measure the angles of what? Elevation and depression. They are used in some professions like surveyors use them, okay, to get the angle of depression and what? Elevation. Okay, our right option is option D. Question 57 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your OBJ question 57. It says, the line graph above shows the scores of students in a school. How many students took part in the test as shown in the diagram? Okay, so this is scores of students, all right? So how many students took part in the test? Okay, we have to find how many students took part in the test. Now, our scores. Okay, you have people that scored 1, people that scored 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let us find out how many students scored 1. Okay, so from here, 1 student scored 1. Okay, this student. 2, how many students scored 2? Okay, 5 students scored 2. Then for 3, how many students scored 3? You have 2 students that scored 3. Then how many students scored 4? We have what? 4 students. Okay, 4. 4 scored 4. And how many scored 5? We have what? 2 students. Okay, so 2 students scored 5. All right, so we add up how the question says how many students took part in the test. So the total number of students, that's what we have to add, not the scores. Okay, because we're looking at this the total number of students. All right, since we've written, okay, 1 student scored 1. Okay, and the score mark, 2 students got the score, so from here, the score 1 student got it. The score 2, 5 students got it. The score 3, 2 students got it. And the score 4 students got it. And the score 5, 2 students got it. So we have to add up all the students, okay? They add up all the students to know how many wrote the test. Okay, so 1 plus 5 is what? 6. and 6 plus 2 is what? 8. 8 plus 4 is 12, and 12 plus 2 is what? 14. So we have a total number of 14 students that took part in what? The test. And our right option here is option B. Question 58 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your OBJ question 58. It says, if the bearing of a school from home is 225 degree, what is the bearing of home from the school? Okay, if the bearing of a school from home, okay, is 225 from home, okay, from home, this is the home, H is home. So the bearing of a school from the home, all right, let's say the school is somewhere, or hold on, before we put where the school is first, let's count our degree. The bearing of a school from home is 225. So this is home. 225, we're going to start our counting from here. We're going to take the clockwise direction. So we have from here to here is 90. From here to here is 180. Okay, this is 225, and 225. Then from here to somewhere, what is 225 minus 180? What's 225 minus 180? That will give us what? 45. Okay, so it means that from here to here, somewhere here will be what? 45. Okay, so this total angle is what? 225. All right. Okay, when you add 180 to 45, you get what? 225. All right, so it means this is the bearing of what? The school from home. Okay, so let's say the school is somewhere here. All right, so this is the bearing of this is school from home. Okay, that's the school from the home. Okay, now the question now says, what is the bearing of home from the school? Okay, so what's the bearing now of home from school? So when the person is coming from the school, what's the bearing of home from the school? That's looking from your school now. What's the bearing of home? Now the bearing of home from the school is from here to here. All right, and we've known that from here to here is what? 45 degrees. Is that not it? If from here to here is 45 degrees, remember alternate angles. If this is 45 degrees, it means that this is also what? 45 degrees. All right, so the bearing of what? Home from the school is from here to here, and which is what? 45 degrees. Our right option here is what? Option D. I hope you remember bearing. All right, this is how to take bearing. All right, you start your bearing. You don't go from this quadrant. No, you start from this quadrant. All right, and you count what? In what? A clockwise direction, not anti-clockwise. All right, you take it in what? A clockwise direction. All right, and you start from this quadrant here. All right, so the bearing of home from the school is from here to here, which is what? 45 degrees, gotten from this angle here, because they are what? Alternate. So our right option is option D. Question 59 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your OBJ question 59. It says the construction above is that of angle. This is quite simple. This is a straight line. This is that of angle what? 90 degrees. All right. Our right option here is option A. Question 60 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2018 Mathematics Past Question. Okay, that's your OBJ question 60. It says, find the simple interest on this for 4 years at 3% per annum. Remember, simple interest, SI is equal to what? PRT over 100. That's your principal rate and what? Time. And what's your principal here is what? 7,000. All right. I don't know this currency, but just put lei. Okay, since you have lei here. All right, 70 times what? What's your rate? Your rate is what? 3% times what? Your time is what? 4 years divided by 100. These 2 zeros to cancel out these 2 zeros, and we're left with what? 70. This is 3 times 4. Which was 3 times 4? That's 12. So we're left with what? 700. Sorry, 700 times what? 12. And what is 700 times 12? That will give us what? 7 times 12 is what? 84, and you add your what? Your 00. So we have what? 8,400. All right, and the currency here is what? LE. All right, so this is our answer, and our right option here is option A. Okay, so thank you for staying tuned to the end of this video. Thank you so much for staying tuned, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I know definitely for sure it's going to help you in your forthcoming exams. So I just want to say thank you from DTW Tutorials. Don't forget to share this video, give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and feel free to ask any questions that you have. And don't forget also to subscribe. And finally, Jesus Christ is coming soon. Give your life to Christ. You are destined to win in your forthcoming BECE 2019 examination. All right, bye for now. Take care and see you in our next video. Thank you.